Hey folks, Deano here again. This time taking a look at something, as per usual, something I should have been able to review a couple of months ago, but as always, Tamashii tends to drag their feet with releases in the UK. By the time I've actually got hold of this guy, he's shot up in price for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. I know it's a special edition and everything, but when Black Hole Toys is a thing, you never know. This is Son Goku Ultra Instinct Toyotarou edition, figure and book double set. Yeah, it's got 2 titles for some reason. It comes with a figure and a special edition of V-Jump. Surprisingly, I thought it was just going to be a random book. But no, it's actually produced by V-Jump themselves, which is cool. I don't think V-Jump is in the UK or outside of Japan at all. If it is, then someone can correct me in the comments, but yeah. Truth be told, I mostly bought this release for the book. The book just looked cool to me, even though it is just like promo pictures of every single Figuarts released up until the release of this guy. I think they've also got a couple that have released since, like Mecha Frieza, the new Cell Saga Gohan, which I am looking forward to. Those are hopefully on the way soon. Hopefully they won't be delayed quite as much as this guy. But yeah, bit of a different format this time, since we'll be looking at the book as well. So what I'll do is we'll take a look at the box, the book, and the figure, and in a separate video I'll do a comparison to like the Black Hole Toys version and such, because I don't have the original official release. But yeah, you can basically make up your own mind whether this guy is worth picking up or not between those videos. So yeah, without further ado, let's get him off the turntable and take a look at this fancy box. So yeah, surprisingly enough, this actually comes in a double special kind of box to fit the book in, obviously. So you've got this massive, great big box with it. I think is one of the biggest boxes Tamashii's ever done, to be completely honest. But yeah, it's essentially the same as the inner box, which I will show in a second. But yeah, you've got an illustration of Goku as done by Toyotarou himself, taking over from Toriyama, which still a shock that he's no longer with us. But anyway, you do have Toyotarou's signature up there. You've got the Tamashii seal of quality, and you've got his title, Son Goku Ultra Instinct Toyotarou Edition. Surprisingly, using the English phrasing for Goku. They're doing that more and more now, which is quite surprising. And they've also got the blurb on the front with the toy sticker of authenticity. Dragon Ball SH Figupedia, that's what they're calling the book. They could have come up with a better name than that, to be honest, but yeah, the double book set, blurb down the bottom, some pictures on the back, and the same as the book cover on the back of the box. And yeah, the distributor has kindly ruined it by putting a sticker on the back when they could have probably put it on the bottom, which is probably where they should have put it. So yeah, let's quickly open the box and show you the main box. So inside that massive box, apart from the book, we also have a normal figure box inside it. I lost my trail of thought there. Again with Toyotarou's signature and a render of the figure there with a lot of glowy ultra instinctness surrounding him. He doesn't look like that in person. I don't know why they went that far with it, but hey-oh. designed by Tamashii Nations in Japan, made in China. Unfortunately, I do have a QC issue with him, or a slight one, but we'll get to that when we get to the figure himself. Same artwork on the back, or on the side rather, and on the back we have all of the usual array of sort of poses and things like that, which looks decent. Is this not the exact same pose as the original figure had on its box art? I am not sure. That's a cool little callback, to be fair. But yeah, I don't know when they did it, or whether I've pointed this out before, but Figuarts have actually changed their blurb. It's now SH Figuarts is a standard action figure series that uses the art style and technology of Tamashii Nations to pursue character expressions through humanoid action. That did not used to be like that. That used to be quite different. But yeah, let's get the box out of the way and take a look at the figure. I lied. We're taking a look at the book now. So yeah, you've got Dragon Ball SH Figupedia on the top, the V-Jump books sort of logo at the bottom, and Figuarts 15th anniversary on the other side, and Shueisha right in the middle. But yeah, the poses are nothing to write home about. In fact, I'm quite surprised Tamashii actually keeps at least one of every figure to be able to do this. But yeah, I'm pretty sure like every single figure from the line's inception is on the front of this box. Triggering my OCD a little bit, they are not in order. They are just randomly splayed out across it. So yeah, a bit annoying. I would have rather it went from like oldest to newest, but that's just me. V-Jump is also celebrating their 30th anniversary, so this is a very special book. It does also have a cover, so if you take it off, you actually get... I'll take it off completely because I don't want that bit getting destroyed. On the back, on the back you've got a picture of all the 1.0s. That's quite cool. And Tamashii Nations 15th anniversary there. Yeah, that is very cool. It's bonkers to think how far we've come. I remember you. You're the most expensive figure in the line now. I think you're just in front of Broly. But yeah, let's get that out of the way and take a look at the book itself. So yeah, we've got a black and white. It's just the same picture as on the front, just in black and white with red at the back. It's not the best looking, to be fair. And on the back here, it's just the 1.0s in black and white as well. So yeah, I won't take too long looking through this. I just want to show everybody like what it looks like. So you've got the blurb on the side, the index. This guy front and center, obviously. This is the first one they want to show you, showing you how like they go through prototyping and things like that, which is quite cool. Dragon Ball Super author Toyotarou. So yeah, I'll bet that goes for a pretty penny if anyone ever finds that, the prototype. But yeah, it's in English and Japanese simultaneously, so they have actually done quite well here. Pictures of the 3.0s, some things there, and then we just get, again, annoyingly, they aren't going from oldest to newest, they're going through sagas, which, I mean, makes sense, I suppose, but yeah, take it from number 1, Tamashii, please. I would have loved that, like, just to see how far we've come from. But yeah, they've got both versions of Kid Goku again, Roshi, Bulma, Kid Chi-Chi, Jackie Chun, Krillin. the Saiyan Saga, the original Kaioken Goku. That figure was a mess. There's some hits and some misses from Tamashii, I'll tell you. The original Saiyan Saga stuff. Still my favourite Scouter Vegeta to date. I actually got rid of the 2.0 because I didn't like it as much. Yeah, that one. Some pictures here and there. Frieza Saga. The original Namek Saga Goku. There's 2 versions of him. People got very confused. They thought he had different stuff in him. Kaioken, sets, blah blah. Yeah, there is a lot of stuff here. Oh, that's ironic. The most expensive figure in the line relegated to a tiny corner. Surprisingly, this was the second figure they've produced. Piccolo actually came first, and then it was Goku. So yeah, brings back a lot of memories seeing these. And looking forward to him. Definitely. Yeah. There's the original version and the Toyotarou version side by side. Very cool. Very cool indeed. So yeah. And then you got all the movie stuff. Which, yeah. Oh, they've even got the games section there. I still regret not getting 21. Not the lab coat version, the original one. It's a very cool design. But yeah. Oh, on the back, you actually have a list of every figure ever produced, starting from the very beginning, and whether it's, I'm guessing, an exclusive or a regular release. I'm not entirely sure what the Japanese section is. It might just say that's the actual like figure. But yeah, 2009 Piccolo released. We have come a long way, and I got into this line in 2011 when the STCC Goku released. But yeah, that is the book, guys. So yeah, very cool. That's definitely a collector's item for people who want it. So yeah, taking a look at the figure now, finally, says some of you. But yeah, the figure itself is mostly just a reuse of the original Ultra Instinct Goku with manga colours. And surprisingly, a bit of skin tone shading. So, I mean, it's not like it's a straight retool, it is a repaint. But yeah, it is nice, but in my opinion, the hair, specifically the heads, have been done horribly. Like, that's just my opinion. I know it's based off Toyotarou's artwork, but this doesn't look like Goku to me. I think it's actually the eyes that are off-putting, to be honest. But yeah, now the rant's out of the way, let's take a look at his accessories. So he comes with 2 heads. You've got the standard one and the windswept one, which, I mean, it looks okay, but it doesn't look that good to me. But they're both done in a really nice metallic silver finish. In fact, if I didn't know any better, I would say it's actually like some kind of special plastic that they've used. It's not like it's painted. But yeah, in terms of faces, he comes with stern face, or as I like to look at it, daydreaming face. Yeah, those eyes are way too wide and thin. Like, it can't just be me that sees that. Like, he doesn't look as if he's looking forward, he looks as if he's just staring off into space. Which, for Goku in his, like, most relaxed form, like, I wouldn't say that works. The side looking face is actually quite a bit better, mostly because you can hide how far apart those eyes are, or how wide they actually are. But then you come to the problem of the faces are very, very deep. Like, it almost looks as if he's constantly hunched over or twisting his neck. I'm not really sure. But I do prefer this face. So when I'm displaying him, this will be the face that goes on him for sure. He has really nice sort of relaxed eyes closed face, which is really good. I think it's literally just the same face as this one, just they've given him different tempos. So still looks decent though. We have teeth gritted face, which this one's probably one of the best of the lot of them, because the eyes aren't nearly as like wide. So yeah. And finally, we have the yelling face, which has such a massive forehead, like, compared to the rest of them. Like, the rest of them all have big foreheads, don't get me wrong, but this one combined with the windswept hair just looks goofy. I'm sorry. In terms of hands, he comes with the standard Figuarts hands, pair of martial arts posing hands, pair of Kamehameha style hands. Bit disappointed that they didn't give us 3.0 style hands. The 3.0 hands still fit on 2.0 bodies, Tamashi. But yeah, standard Ki Blast hands. And yeah, all in all, like, basic array of accessories. I'm glad we didn't get that stupid Kamehameha that we got like a million different times, but I would kind of rather had the same hair as this, only in black, Tamashi, for Ultra Instinct Sign, please. But yeah, in future, Tamashi, if you're going to do a new Ultra Instinct on the 3.0 body, please don't reuse this head. Please and thank you. Or at least rework the faces. Like, it's not as if the head itself is bad by any means. It's really good that they've finally resculpted the Ultra Instinct hair. I mean, quick comparison here. The original Ultra Instinct hair was literally just a slightly remoulded base form head, which doesn't quite look right most of the time. But yeah, in terms of detail of the figure, it's pretty much your standard Ultra Instinct Goku body. You've got the manga colours, which is good for this version because it's based off the manga. He's got slight shading, sort of here. You can't really see it in this light, but it is there. He's got the lighter shades of blue as well, which goes in the manga. And he does have a bit of a almost suntan. Yeah, they've went a bit extreme on the shading on the body, which is something they really don't do that much of anymore. But I mean, it looks decent. But again, I think what Black Hole Toys done was better. Again, that's looking a different colour in the camera. It really doesn't in person. You do not see that difference in colour. But they went in just with a nice base matte colour, which in my opinion looks slightly better. But yeah, articulation wise, even though it's a new head, they went with the old style like joint, which is completely mind-boggling to me. Like, in fact, that almost looks like a demoniacal fit joint with the reinforced peg. Am I the only one that sees that? But yeah, for some reason, Tamashi redesigned the head and the neck on this guy completely from scratch, and yet still used the old style peg system. I don't understand. It's not even entirely the same peg system because the peg goes up into the hair before it pops in, which means you really can't use this head on many bodies. I will show that in the comparison, but yeah. Most of the movement you're getting out the head is done by the neck, unfortunately. That's about as far up as he can look. He can look down about that far, which again isn't much. He can side to side, and the neck gives him some tilt. But yeah, all of that could have been avoided if you would have just used the new double ball peg system. I don't get it. Arms can get that far. They can swivel. Bicep swivel as well. He does have a butterfly joint, but unfortunately doesn't really do too much. That's using the butterfly joint, and that is not using it. I can't really see a difference there. Yeah, I'm a big advocate for 2.0 figures still. I don't think it's entirely necessary to get rid of it. They're not outdated by any means, but some of the joint systems aren't the best. Double jointed elbow gets decent range, actually really decent range, which is good. Ball hinge at the wrist, standard affair. A waist is a pop-out waist, which can go up that far. Forward about that far for crunch, and then back that far, but you do see into it. You can pop it down, but you lose quite a bit of that range. He has waist swivel and also a bit of pivot because it's on a ball joint. 2.0 hips. You can kick up that far. He can actually kick back that far, which is good. And he can kick about that far out. Which, yeah. 2.0 and 3.0, you get trade-offs. Like, 3.0 is better at doing the splits and going forward. Well, I mean, I wouldn't even say going forward, but 2.0 you can go back the way at the expense of slightly less splits, which when are you ever going to use splits anyway? Thigh swivel, double joint at the knee, gets about that much. No boot cut. Foot does move, it's on the old style double ball hinge, which everyone hates. Can get that forward. Not much back. Toe articulation. And a little bit of ankle pivot, but not terribly much. So yeah, apologies again guys for the late review. That was out of my hands. I can't help when Tamashii releases them in the UK. I'm not paying the extortionate customs charges and shipping fees from America or Japan to get them slightly early. So yeah, but yeah guys, let me know what you guys think of this figure down in the comments below, and until next time, I'll see you later.